Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S3 3192 Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Bond. Balloon, bicycles, camel, car, elephant, horse and carriage, ship, train. Around the World in 80 Days. It is London in 1872. Oh, and this is Mr. Phileas Fogg's house. Mr. Phileas Fogg is an English gentleman. He lives in London. He hasn't got a wife or children, but he has got a French servant, Passepartout. Fogg goes to his club every day. He eats at his club at 12 o'clock. In the afternoon, he reads there. In the evening, he eats there again. Then he talks with his friends. And at midnight, he goes home. Passepartout is happy. He wants a quiet job. But one evening, Fogg sees something interesting in the Times. At this club, Fogg's friends talk. The gentleman thief can't go far, says Ralph. With trains and ships, today's directive. But thieves can move fast, Flanagan says. Today you can go round the world in 80 days, says Fogg. Do it and I pay you £20, says Ralph. I'm leaving tonight, answers Fogg. Perhaps I can do it. Start, but then I play the £20,000. The train for France leaves before 9 in the evening. Fogg must be back in London by 12. Fogg gives £20,000 in a bag to his servant. We are leaving for France, he says. Passepartout is very happy. They go to the France. Then they take a train to Italy and a ship to Port Said in Egypt. When their ship arrives in Suez, an Egyptian detective, Mr. Fox, is waiting. He is looking for the gentleman thief. Fogg visits the passport file. Mr. Fix sees him there. It's the gentleman thief. He thinks, I must tell everyone. Chapter 2. Fix looks at Passepartout. Where are you going? Where are you going? He asks. Around the world, he says. But right now, I need some new shift. Fix takes him to a shop and leaves him there. Then he sends a telegram to London. Later, he gets onto the ship for Bacone with Fogg and Passepartout. It is 20th October. They all arrive in Bombay 2 days early. At 4:30 in the afternoon, Fogg and Passepartout leaves the ship. They want to get a train across India to Calcutta. It leaves at 8 o'clock. First, Fogg goes to the passport office. Then he eats at the station. Passepartout visits the temple at Melbar Hill, but he doesn't take off his socks. Visitors must remove their shoes. The priests get angry. They take his shoes and Passepartout runs away. Frogs and Passepartout get on the train, but Fix says in Bombay. He's waiting for a telegram from London. After 3 days, the train stops. The railway from Bombay to Jakarta From Kobe to Allahabad last year. Some men are building the railway, but there are 80 kilometers without a railway between Kobe and Allahabad. It is Kobe. In Kobe, passport gets some news. He also finds an elephant to take them to Aladdin. They stop near a temple in the village of Village. The old Indian prince is dead. His young wife, the princess, burst died with him in a fire. We must help that woman, says. The prince starts the fire. Through the smoke, Fox sees something beautiful inside. The prince stands up and takes the princess out of the fire. The prince and the princess came closer. Quickly, let's go, says Passport to Fox quietly. Suddenly, the priest see the prince's body on the fire. They see that a man in the prince's clothes is not the prince, and they become angry. Chapter 3. At least they arrive in Atlanta. Fogg buys some European clothes for the princess. What a beautiful woman, he thinks. On the train going to Calcutta, she speaks for the first time. My name is Mrs. Auder. Thank you for helping me, but I don't know what to do now. I can never go home. We can take you to Hong Kong. So says, thank you, says Mrs. Adam. At Calcutta station, policeman stops them. He takes them to see a jungle Mrs. Arnold goes to. Fix is in Calcutta. Detectives must move fast to find gentleman thieves. He's waiting in court, but Fogg and his friends don't see him. Why are we here for breaking the rules in a temple, says the judge. In Village asks no, in Bombay, says the judge, and he puts Passepartout's shoes on the table. You must go to prison for this, said the judge, but Fogg gives to the man £2,000 to the court and they are free again. They get into the ship for the Hong Kong. Fix follows them, but Passepartout will seize him. Perhaps he's a detective, he thinks. Perhaps he's working for Mrs. Stewart from the Gentleman's Club in London. In Hong Kong, Mrs. Auda learns that her cousin now lives in Holland. Come with us to Europe, Fogg says. Passepartout wants to buy 3 tickets on the Connecticut. He leaves for Yokohama in Japan. The next morning, but at the ticket office, he learns that it's leaving early that evening. Passepartout beats Fix the other ticket and come for a drink, says Fix. Fix tells Passport, I think your best Fogg is a gentleman. Try it again. Passport goes to sleep on the table. Now he can tell Fogg about the count. Things fixed. It leaves tonight, but without fight. The part A.